that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the...
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go. 8, read.
Check 99. Check 99.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Go!
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready? Get ready?
Mike 51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. 8. Pass it. Check 4. 8.
Ready?
On 1st down, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Oh, a nice spin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A give right side now to Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Hakeem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jones on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there, with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that. Rep have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Saquon Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready! 70, Indy.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check back.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. That could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Gibson. Fighting through it, he's got space. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready?
Mike, 6. Don't get nervous.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, tighten down, tighten down. There you go. Mike, 6.
Hey, wahoo. 5.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Hey, pick your game up.
Snap.
Jones now operating from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In your face.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. Again, he finds an opening. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
20.
Joker.
Under 10.
On first down, Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They run again with Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Gun.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Ready, break.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, orbit.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready.
On 4th down, Jones. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Gibson.
Check three.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Push him back. Push him back.
Gun.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson.
Check him. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's it. 780.
Watch my board. Here we go. Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
60 Pittsburgh.
On second down now, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check. Fresno. Greystone travel. Hey, Mike. Get it.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down, and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. Fancy footwork at the 4. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
He's checking crab.
This is Barkley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yes, 3rd and long, and a big run there. How about that? It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Foxtrot. Ready?
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
At the 36-yard line.
Great.
Check 99.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready? 180.
Mike's by 4. Here we go. You go tank.
On third down, Hunt. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Gun.
They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Got double tight. Double tight. Out.
Jones on first down. Complete. Smith has it.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, check out. 5-6-5. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 4.
Now it's Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm on.
Snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 20.
Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They run with Hunt. Oh, spinning away. Room here to run. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move.
Time to bring the bass back.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only when I give her, and she let her call me baby.